America is not a racist country. The only black senator in the United States Senate, Tim Scott, finally said it on the national stage, and the Americans temporarily holding the top two national executive officers were forced to admit the truth when they were questioned about his comment. That's right, Biden and Harris had to actually say the truth. America is not a racist country. Now let's get to the next truth, and Senator Scott has a long way to go on this one also, so let's help him see it too. That is the refrain that America has systemic racism policies built into its institutions. Okay, think about these truths, folks. Jim Crow law policies were officially eliminated with the passage of the Civil Rights Act in the 1960s, and even remaining vestiges of those laws have been sought out and corrected in the ensuing years, with the last of them being the elimination of non-unanimous juries in Louisiana 2 years ago by Americans who came together regardless of political party and got the job done with overwhelming success, because Americans really are not racists and white supremacists. And I'm proud to have been a small part of that team. The challenge is these accusations of his systemic racism are never supported by facts because it's just not true. For example, the most explosive accusation about American police officers hunting black men down and shooting or killing them systematically is just not supported by the facts. No matter which way people on both sides of the discussion try to play with the statistics. The consequences of the mainstream media supporting this extreme propaganda false narrative is being seen in the courts and in communities where public policymakers are defunding law enforcement and officers are rightly no longer able to respond with support from elected officials or citizens. So crime rates, what are they doing? They're soaring, and they're soaring among violent crimes like murder in the very communities that so-called activists and their propaganda media say they want to help. Unfortunately, the false narrative continues. Senator Scott recently said that we are still dealing with racism from hundreds of years of these inhuman policies even today. So that just means he still supports some part of the false narrative that America is racist. We have to keep putting out the truth and can't let revisionist false histories like the 1619 Project, which insists that our country was founded on slavery 400 years ago, and even the founding documents like the Declaration of Independence were written to keep slavery viable, even though all known writings of the drafters specifically contradict that opinion. But folks, this crap is in your schools already, along with critical race theory, which teaches kids to judge people based on the color of their skin, and that is unacceptable. You and I, we have to act. The parents in a Dallas school board election acted this week, and guess what? The candidates opposed to this false narrative won with almost 70% of the vote. These accomplishments aren't done by just Republicans or Democrats. They're done by Americans who refuse to accept that all of us, black, white, red, yellow, brown, or whatever choices we make in life, are going to do the right thing. My friends, organized action is what it takes to get America on the right track to freedom.